Hey guys, Brent here. In this video, I'm going to talk about RAW versus JPEG, when you should use it and when you shouldn't. Alright, so I had another question from two of my awesome bootcamp membership members. One is Jill, she's from the south coast of Australia, and also Nick from northwest United Kingdom. And they ask about RAW versus JPEG. Jill says, "Hi Brent, I've never shot in RAW. Do you have any info on shooting in RAW and editing in Lightroom in RAW?" And then Nick asks, you know, what are my views about RAW versus JPEG? When should you shoot in RAW? When should you shoot RAW and JPEG? And when should you shoot just JPEG? All right, I'm going to answer that over here. So the really quick answer to this is shooting JPEG if you think you're never going to post-process those images again. So like, I shoot JPEG when I'm photographing my kids playing, you know, things that you want to remember, like birthday parties and those type of things, or family events, or getting together with your friends, those type of things. Just snapshots that you may print, but you're never going to really post-process them. Shoot RAW when you know you're going to post-process them. So I'm talking landscapes, model images, you know, anything that you're going to do a little post-processing on. So I shoot with my drone, the Mavic over here, I shoot RAW because I know I'm going to post-process them a little bit before I share them or print them out or anything like that. If you're not quite sure, shoot RAW and JPEG if your camera allows you to do that. So I'm going to show something on my screen here where I shot an image from the Mavic of my son skating, and I wanted to create like a fine art image, you know, like looking like a fine art black and white image. And I'm going to show you the difference between a JPEG and a RAW image, what you can do after they are have been processed, or if you've just got a JPEG, or if you've just got a RAW, what you can actually do with it. So let's jump into that. So here on my screen, I've got the RAW image, the DNG, which is which comes out of the Mavic, the DJI 0195 DNG. And what I've done is I've edited this image, post-processed it, and made it into a black and white image. I wanted to create a fine art type image, so you don't really know what it looks like when you first look at it. So I wanted to make the shadows really dark. His shadow over here, dark. You can see the railing with those shadows. So it's supposed to get the viewer thinking about, what is this image? I don't quite understand what it is. And then what I did was I took the JPEG image in Photoshop on this screen, and I've tried to do the same edit with the JPEG. So the original was color. So let's just we'll just go back to where it opened. So that's the original image, the color image. And then I just did a few little things. I did levels, I created black and white, I cropped it a little bit, and then I did levels again. Okay, so nothing too fancy on this image. Okay, they're not cropped exactly the same, but there we go. So I've tried to. So I've got a JPEG in Photoshop, and I've got the RAW image here in Lightroom. All right, so let's see, once we've got these two images, what we can actually do afterwards. Okay, so JPEG, I'm going to try and bring out some details in the dark areas. So let's go. I'll just go to my curves over here, up the curves as much as I can, and you'll see down here in the really dark areas we've got no more details. There's no information to bring out here. Let's have a look at Lightroom. If I just up the shadows, boom, I've still got all that information in the shadow area in Lightroom over there. Look at that. You've got information over there. You can see the textures on the concrete. Here you got no real information. Over there you've lost that information. So that's the difference between RAW and JPEG. RAW, you've got so much more information that you can manipulate afterwards. JPEG, you've lost it. And the way I think of it is, remember the old days when you had film and a print? Film, like the actual film roll that came out of your camera, that's like a RAW image. The print, where you took the film and you got it processed and you had a print made, that's the JPEG image. That's the processed version of the RAW image. Now, if you only got that print, there's only so much you can do with it later on. There's not much manipulation you can do. But if you've got the original negative, there's so much more you can do in the darkroom. So I hope that helps you with your question about RAW versus JPEG. Summary is JPEG, shoot it if you think you're never going to edit these images again, like snapshots, that type of thing. RAW images, shoot RAW if you know you're going to edit these images again. If you're not quite sure, use RAW and JPEG. Hope that helps. Hey guys, if you do want to join my bootcamp membership, click the link below. I'm in there pretty much every day helping other members become great photographers. Hope to see you in there. Catch you later. Cheers.